This little blue thing right here needs to go. I mean, I need something to store my controllers and accessories and all that jazz, but this thing is too big and annoying. I hate it. But hi, I'm Kyle from KGR and welcome to Show and Tell. For the few that are new, Show and Tell is my monthly pickup series, and last month it was kind of lacking in my opinion, but this month we've gotten a crap ton more things, both in games and figures, so this is going to be a great Show and Tell. Also, small update before I show you everything, I've gotten a lot more PS2 games as of recently, and I talked about how I wanted to do more collection videos again last month. So after I'm done recording this, I'm actually going to record my PS2 collection. I tried it once before, but I didn't like the way the bed looked, so I just reshot it because I didn't want it to look trashy. So yeah, I'm reshooting that. So yeah, a PS2 collection video is coming, I promise. But with that out of the way, let's get into everything I picked up for September. So I thought the Detective Pikachu thing was done. I mean, sure, they're making a new Switch game, which, sweet, cool. But I thought, like, okay, the movie's out, like, it's already on Blu-ray, I think we're done. No, it turns out they made one more box set where I had all the promotional cards, like, from, like, Walmart, Target, and GameStop with different fonts on them, like, different, like, logos on them. Why did I say different fonts? There's no different fonts. It's just a different logo on the actual picture itself. It's kind of cool, but I don't need those cards. I already have the rest of the set, so I had no need to buy those cards. So luckily, they had a little figure in it, and somebody on eBay was selling a crap ton of them. So here it is. It's a little Detective Pikachu, and he's on a little magnifying glass. It is absolutely adorable. So I have him next to the pin of Detective Pikachu and the one where he's on a little stool with the coffee. I think the coffee one's actually a lot cuter, but this is still great nevertheless. Like, anything Detective Pikachu, I'll be more than happy to take. I think he wanted like $7 or something, but he took a best offer, so I pitched him $5, so I got this guy for $5, and I mean, no regrets, he looks great. Okay, this next thing that I bought is, no lie, pretty stupid. At least for what I wanted it for, it was stupid. So, for those who've been with the channel for a while, you already know my PSN got banned, everything digital on PS4 is gone, so blah 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 blah. I've done this story too many times. So PSN's got banned, so all my DLC is gone, and all my digital games. So I'm rebuying some games I had digitally, physically, and some games I have like Game of the Year editions where they have all their DLC on a disc. I'm like, okay, I'll buy those, so if for some reason something happens again, I don't lose anything except for my save data. And I've been waiting for this to be a thing for a while now, and it finally became a thing earlier this month, and that is SpiderMan Game of the Year edition. So I'm thinking in my head, oh, everything's on a disc. Fantastic. So what I did was I traded my copy of the original Spider-Man in, and I was trying telling it to friends, but nobody responded until after I sold it to Best Buy. So I traded it into Best Buy, and then used my employee discount and bought the game. So it ended up coming down to the same exact cost as just buying the DLC by itself. And it turns out, I didn't see this little fine print because I just saw everything else all pretty and shiny, but there's a voucher in there. So the disc is exactly the same. Same disc, it's just that this little piece of paper right here on the back of it has a code for the DLC. So I could have just bought the DLC again and not go through all the effort of trading in and all that shit. So that's kind of poopy, but at least I got it, I guess. And also they're coming out with SH figure arts of this Spider-Man, and I pre-ordered that. I'm so freaking excited for it. Oh my god, it's coming hopefully next month. Oh, I'm so happy. I can't wait till it comes out. It looks so good. But the game is $40, so you get the game and the DLC. If you don't have the game, I would say buy it brand new with the Game of the Year edition, because the DLC is $25 plus tax, obviously. And used, I think GameStop wanted like $35 or something like that. I can't remember. But at that point, just upgrade to the Game of the Year edition, get all the DLC. And I am going to do another run of this game after I get the new figure, because, oh my god, that figure is just going to spark into me wanting to play this game. I like how the back says, the Spider-Man game we've always wanted, and one of the best games on PS4, period. Yeah. I agree with both of those. That is absolutely true. Personally, Infamous Second Son is one of my favorite games on PS4, but that's also a very good one. Alright, these two are interesting. So I went to a game store recently. Hopefully you guys know that I work for a game store. It's the game store that I work at. That's where I went to, but I went to one of our different locations. And I was just out and about having a good time with my neighbor because we both broke up with our girlfriends, and one of my other friends broke up with his girlfriend too. So like, we're all like, I don't say sad. I don't think we're sad. Well, I could be sad sometimes, but like, we're all hanging out now that we have more free time, and it's been nice. It's been very nice hanging out with the boys again. Cause I've been hanging out with like nothing but girls for like 4 or 5 years, and my flamboyant side's been coming out a lot more, so I need guys in my life. Anyway, bro time's been happening, so I took one of my friends out to the store with me, because it's about like a half-an-hour drive, so I'm like, yo, let's not go alone. Let's have a good time. Let's explore. So, I bought some games, and one of the games I got is something that I technically had as a kid, but I only had the disc because I got it from a friend. But now I got it as a disc, and that is iToy Play 2. iToy was a huge part of my life. I'll explain that more in the PS2 collection video, but I always wanted a case for this because, you know, I gotta have a library. And I loved this game to death. I only paid, well, technically it's marked $5 for it, but I got 20% off, but I bought a bunch of other things anyway, so it was more than like $1 that I got off, so it's fine. Anyway, so I got this and I loved it, but turns out in like the UK or Europe or whatever, they got like a crap ton more iToy games. It's funny that I got this stuff because like after I got all this, Scott the Waz made a video on the iToy, so I'm like, hey, that's fantastic. He didn't really enjoy it all that much, but I grew up with it, so I am very nostalgic for it. Got my rose tinted glasses. It's very biased. But anyway, they had more games out in the UK, and some of them I knew about. One of them being iToy Play 3. I wanted this ever since I was a kid, but it wouldn't work on a PS2 from the US because PS2 is region locked. But you know what isn't? A modded PS3. So I modded my PS3 like just to play PS2 games in general. And I'm like, you know what? This will probably work on that, but I never found a clean ISO for this. So I actually had to import this guy myself. It cost me like $10, but honestly it was worth it. And part of my collecting that I want to do, like I have a couple of collection goals. One of them being every iToy game. I have all of them from the US, so that's good. However, all of them from the UK, that's going to be a struggle because even though the games are cheap and nobody wants them, the shipping cost is going to suck. Because each game's going to cost me about $10 unless I know somebody from the UK who wants to hook me up. I know a girl from the UK, but I'm not going to make her do that. Actually, I know a couple girls from the UK, but I'm not going to make any of them do that. It's too tedious for them. No, that's not nice. But yeah, I'm going to stream this one day. Get stoked. Okay, this game I have digitally, but I want to have a physical library anyway, so I bought it. And that is Little Big Planet Karting. I actually pre-ordered this digitally, and I was super excited for it. Was it a good game? It was okay. I had a decent time with it. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to play it again, but the game was only $13, so I said, why not? Let's pick it up. There's a few games I want to get on PS3 again, so, I mean, we'll get there eventually. I don't know when, but in due time. I also picked up a wireless Wii sensor bar for $10 because whenever I stream, I'm going to have my sensor bar up here, which my TV is right there, so obviously I could just take it and pull it over. But one, there's a wire. It's going to be annoying. But this was more for whenever I move out because probably I'm going to have my entertainment center and my gaming setup, like my streaming setup, all on different ends of the room. So I'm just preparing for that. And this guy's big. But surprisingly, I just sit it on top of my monitor right here and it fits just fine. So I like that. And then we went to GameStop because there was actually something I wanted at GameStop. Not games, because why go to GameStop for games? I got many other options. So the things I'm holding in my hands right now, I've wanted this for a while actually, but I didn't want to pay however much it was for it. I got it on clearance. I forget how much I paid for it. But I got Kingdom Hearts flip-flops. So yeah, they're based off Sora's Kingdom Hearts 2 outfit, and I think they look fantastic. My boy Ed the Wiz already got these forever ago because he loves Kingdom Hearts as much as I love Crash Bandicoot. So if it exists, buy it now. That's pretty much how we are. But I knew these were going to go on clearance eventually, so I was going to pick them up then. So they come out at the end of summer, so I gotta wait until next summer to use these things. Also, I like busted my toenail going on a hike once, and like half it's all bloody. So I'm definitely not gonna be showing off my feet with a bloody toenail. No, we'll wait until next year for these guys. But I just found that there. I didn't expect to get them, but I found them for dirt cheap, so I'm like, screw it, why not? But the main reason that I went to GameStop was this guy right here. Spoiler alert, we got more Crash stuff. Of course we did. So this has been a thing I've been wanting for months, but it was a far drive, and I didn't really feel like doing it just for this one thing. So I waited until I had plenty of things to do out there, so then we went out there and had a fantastic time. This is a light up box. They've made Mario ones, I believe, but this is dope. Okay, so the batteries are kind of low in there, not because I was playing with it too much, but it's like a mixture between like 2 new batteries and an old one, and the 2 new batteries I put in there are like generic, so like it didn't last long whatsoever. So it's gonna sound bad when I play it, but I'll get new batteries soon. So you press it, and it lights up, makes the sound effects of the TNT box, so it looks fantastic with my Crash display. So yeah, listen to this. Man, that thing's dead. But yeah, it does sound pretty good when the batteries are good. But yeah, these batteries are, yeah, they're shit. But I've wanted this thing for so long when I found out about this thing. And I showed my mom, because my mom loves and supports my Crash habits. She thought it was so dope. Oh my god. So yeah, this is a great one. I love it. Speaking of Crash, we got more Crash Pops. So some of you guys know I have a whole shelf dedicated to the Bandicoot. Yeah, it became overwhelming. So yeah, we got 3 new Crash Pops that came out. So we got this guy right here. We got the spinning Crash. You can pick these up at GameStop and probably a few other stores, but I know Best Buy is gonna start carrying them soon. If I would have knew that Best Buy was gonna carry them, because I was looking on our website for a while and we never got them in, so I'm like, okay, I'll just pre-order at GameStop. Now they're coming to Best Buy, and I can get them for dirt cheap, and now I'm sad, but it's whatever. So yeah, we got Spinning Crash. Spinning Crash looks fantastic. Then we got Tiny. Oh, I love Tiny. Every time I see Tiny, I think of this clip right here.
Bandicoots! I can squash bandicoots.
And next up, we got Nitrous Oxide. Now, Nitrous Oxide doesn't show up on Best Buy's website for some reason. Only Crash and Tiny do. So it's a good thing I got this. But it's not a GameStop exclusive. They would have a little sticker right here, or at least advertising it on their website. But oh well, I got them. I'm happy. That's all that matters, right? And you want to know what else came out this month? Amiibos! Man, I love Amiibos. Oh crap, I actually forgot to grab one for when I was doing my show and tell. Let me be right back. Let me grab that. So, since it's already in my hand, I might as well show you this one first. We got the Link from Link's Awakening remake. It's so shiny and so pretty and cute. I love it. I didn't get the game. I just got the amiibo because I already have every other Zelda amiibo, so I might as well complete the collection, you know? Like, you feel me on that one? I feel like an absolute poser because, okay, here's the thing. I have so many Zelda things in my room, but I'm actually not a Zelda fan. It's not that I don't like Zelda, I'm not good at it, and I don't have a dire love for it for the amount of merchandise that I have of said franchise. So, yeah, I feel like a poser for buying this amiibo. Or having any of the Zelda merch I have in my room. I have a freaking poster up there I got from Club Nintendo. I don't care about Zelda, but I keep the poster because it's collectible. But man, I also got the Ocarina of Time. That thing's just cool. I love that. But anyway, I love this amiibo. He looks fantastic, but he sits in the back of my shelf because that's where all my Zelda ones are. But the ones that I was super duper excited for, Smash! Oh, I love Smash. I still have every Smash amiibo, and I'm so happy. Right, first up, we got Snake. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Snake is very impressive looking. He has no ass. That's pitiful. But like, his face looks so good. I'm not sure how well the camera's gonna pick it up, but like compared to the early ones, like Marth or somebody like that, a lot of the humanoid characters, they did an incredible job on this one. And the air freshener went off and it got in my mouth and it's really gross. Next up, we got good boy Squirtle. Oh man, look at him. He's so great. The Pokemon ones turned out so great. I love the way Squirtle turned out. Honestly, I think Squirtle looks better now than Pikachu did when he first came out. But my favorite one out of all the ones that came out this month is my boy Ivysaur. So, okay, so I love Charizard. Charizard is my favorite evolution out of the starters. But Bulbasaur is my pick because of the way I battle. And besides, Bulbasaur is such a good boy. Big boy Bulby. This is teenage Bulby. Man, look at, he looks so great. I love him so much. I kept looking at him when I was working because I was doing customer service, and that's where you do the store pickups, at least at my location. And I kept looking back, and there's a crap ton of amiibos. So I kept looking at Ivysaur, and I'm like, he's such a good boy. And I have other coworkers that love Pokemon too, so I was trying to convince one of my coworkers. Shout out to Lily. How you doing? I kept trying to convince her, like, hey, look at the good boys. She said I was a bad person because I was trying to get her to buy them, but look at him. He's such a good boy. Okay, this one is supposed to be somewhat a shout out to Soul Panic. More like, hey, Soul Panic, you snooze, you lose. Okay, so here, when I lost all of my digital stuff on PS4, I lost Sonic Mania, but luckily it became free on PlayStation Plus that month, so I just got it again. But my viewer Soul Panic said, hey, Kyle, I'll just buy you Sonic Mania Plus, like, physically. I'm like, oh shit, okay. Yeah, he never did. So, on Best Buy and Amazon, they went on sale. I didn't do it at first, but then they got rid of their sale at Best Buy, and they sold out in store anyway, so I couldn't even do a price match in store. So I had to get it from Amazon, and it was only 20 bucks. So I got Sonic Mania Plus on the Switch. So I have it digitally on PS4, but I have it physically on Switch, because that's actually how I wanted it, because a lot of the other classic Sonic games, like the Genesis Collection, I got Mega Collection and Gems Collection on GameCube. And my other favorite Sonic games, like Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, they're all on my GameCube. So I felt like it was only appropriate to have more classic Sonic games on a Nintendo platform, especially physically. I have a lot of digital ones on PS3, so that matches, but I'm happy that I got this on the Switch. And then, of course, I got the art book as well. I got the fancy case over here, but it's not going to look great with the rest of my collection, so I have it just sitting on top of my GameCube games. It does look pretty. But yeah, I finally got Sonic Mania on Switch. Am I going to play it? Probably not. But if I want to, it's an option. I do want to pick up more Switch games, actually. Like, as long as I can find them all for like 20 bucks or so, I have no problem buying them. It's just a matter of if I have the money at the time. I can't spend all my money too vigorously. So last month, I picked up a couple of Sonic figures from Jakks Pacific, the Bendy figures. You might know them. I got the Sonic and the Knuckles, because I found them at Target, and I'm like, okay, but I want the rest of them. In fact, I'm actually debating on going for the whole line. Like, Wave 1's done, but when they come out with more, I might pick them up. We'll see what happens. But, I picked up Tails and Shadow, but I could not find them in store at all. I looked, like, for a couple of weeks, and I could not find them, so I gave up. So eventually they went on Amazon for $10, like the actual retail price. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll buy them. So we got Tails, and honestly, Tails looks so great. He still doesn't scale well, and his tails don't bend, I don't think. They're just stuck up, so that's a bad design because top heaviness. Good job, Jakks, on that one. And then we got Shadow. Now, Shadow looks kind of weird. I mean, like, everything looks okay except for his neck. If his neck was fine, then I think this would have been an excellent Shadow figure. But Tails, I love the way he's sculpted. I love the way his colors are. Like, they did a good job on him. And Shadow looks good too, except for his neck. Why did they screw that up? But, yeah. Now Wave 1's done. Now let's wait for more. Okay, this one is one of the dumbest purchases I've done in a long time. It was cheap, so I justified it for being so cheap. But it was still stupid, okay? So, back in the day, I guess, like, a year after the 360 came out, they're like, you know what? Burger King wants to make some Xbox games. Like, I've worked at this game store for over 8 years now, and I've always seen them. For some reason this week, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. We had all 3 in stock. We got, like, 2 of them in, like, as new inventory. But they were $1 a piece. So I'm like, at this point, screw it! Why not? So, I don't have an Xbox, okay? On my desk, we have Nintendo platforms and PlayStation platforms. I almost want a 360, maybe an Xbox One, but there's nothing I really want to play on them. Like, I want a 360 for the definitive version of Sonic 06 unless it comes to PC, which people are working on that, so I might as well just wait on that. And also, Xbox One is the definitive way to play Sonic, what is it? Sonic Unleashed. Hello? Can I help you? No? Okay, I'll keep going. So yeah, I bought the Burger King Xbox games. I got Sneak King. Man, this game's the best one out of all of them. Then we got Big Bumpin'. I haven't played any of these actually. Then we got Pocket Bike Racer, which, funny enough, I'm actually gonna live this. Here, my brothers and my dad all got these little like mini bikes. And they're like little motorcycles. They're called monkey bikes, I guess. And my brother just got a second one, and he's gonna fix it up, and he's gonna have me ride it with all of them. I rode my other brother's monkey bike once, and I had a fantastic time. So I'm excited to ride with my brothers and my dad, because I'm like completely different compared to my brothers and my dad. So like, it's gonna mean a lot to me actually, like, when we all do that. And now we come down to the final pickup of the video. This is something I've been wanting again for so long. Now, I said earlier when I was talking about SpiderMan on PS4 that Infamous Second Son is my favorite game on PS4. I got the collector's edition when it came out because I wanted the beanie, and everything else looked kind of cool too. But sadly, my beanie just disappeared. I looked everywhere, could not find it for over a year. I was very sad about it. So for a while, I've just been looking on eBay, looking for new collector's editions. Sometimes they could be at good prices, but I didn't have money, or they would just be stupid expensive because people want stupid money for it. But I was with my friend Ian, and we were just searching around on eBay, having a good time, and I looked it up and I found it, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's less than $60. You know what? I'm just gonna throw in a bid. Here's my max bid. If I win, then cool. If it doesn't, then sure, that guy pays for more money, then I'll be fine. And then I actually win the bid. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I check my bank account. I'm like, oh crap. Oh no, this is a terrible idea. Whoops. And then my friend, or my buddy, my guy,
I'm not your buddy, friend. He's not your friend, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy. He's not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend, guy.
He offered to pay $30 because I already have the rest of the stuff in here. Like, I have the game, I have all the other collectibles. It's actually sitting up on my shelf up here. All I wanted was the beanie. And he's like, dude, I will buy the rest of that shit off of you if you just get the beanie. I'm like, okay. So he's gonna pay me $30 for the rest of the stuff in here. And it comes with like, I don't know, a badge, a pin, a decal. Actually, there's a bunch of pins. And there's a couple of decals. Point is, there's a lot of stuff in here, okay? But what I really wanted the most was this bad boy right here. For those who are veterans of the channel, you know I rocked this beanie for the longest time. Then I got another burgundy beanie because of a girl I was dating at the time. But anyway, I've wanted this beanie again for the longest time. And I was like sad that I haven't had this thing in forever. And everything in that box was brand new except for the game. The game, no lie, it felt kind of dirty. Yeah. But the beanie felt immaculate. Like, the tag was still on and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash this guy because this boy needs some fabric softener bad. So I'm going to wash this guy. And depending on the outfit I'm wearing, I might start wearing this beanie again. Whether it be on the channel or real life, I don't know. I feel like for the channel, I feel like this is the look now. If you guys missed the beanie, please let me know in the comments. I'll switch it up every once in a while. But man, I am so freaking happy I got that beanie again. Oh my god, this is one of my favorite beanies of all time. It's the beanie that got me into beanies. And I think it'll be the only beanie I will wear for the rest of my life. If I don't lose it again. Swear to God, if I find the other one, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So, that is everything I picked up this month. So, yeah, it was a big month. I'm actually really happy with everything I picked up this month. And, I guess we only have 3 months to go for the year. So I still gotta find more Crash things. Oh boy. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I mean, next month I got an idea. I know what I'm gonna get. But man, it's gonna be tough. Because I don't think any more Crash Pops are coming out. The new NECA figures have still got yet to be released or like announced for a release date. Like, we're still waiting on confirmation about Coco and Cortex. But man, this month was killer. I honestly didn't think that the Infamous Second Son would come until October. But man, I'm proud. I'm very proud. Oh, she's been sitting here this whole time. Oh my god, look at my cat. She's so cute. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. And if you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. In the description, there's my social media. So if you want to hit me up on Snapchat or hit me up in DMs on like Instagram or Twitter, my DMs are open. Hit me up. I'm cool to talk to, I guess. But I don't know. I think it'll be it's gonna be tough to top this month, except for Christmas, obviously. But we'll see how it goes, though. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. So peace.